So the purpose of this brief demo is to show you a new tool that we've integrated with SmartFlo called Vproof. We're going to open up a virtual job bag associated with a job that's in progress. We can see there's 4 assets in the job bag. 3 of them are virtually the same asset with just different colored bathing suits. We're going to select these 3 assets and we're going to upload those using this new icon to the Viki proofing system. This is going to do a file transfer of these 3 assets. We're going to move them into the compare mode and use the advanced viewing function. So we'll go ahead and launch those into Vproof. And here we see the files loading into the various panels of the compare mode. Notice that we have red and purple, and then the before and after view toggling the red and the purple. We're able to toggle this mode to relative difference and see that the bikini bathing suit is really the only area that's changing. If we come over to the blue suit, we can show that on the left or the right. We'll substitute that to the right, and we'll go back to toggling so that we can see the whole image moving back and forth between the 2 colors. Now we're going to take a look at some other files, and here we're bringing in not an RGB file but a multicolor file with a dye line and a Pantone color. You can see the Pantone color listed in the list of colors, and you can select it and turn it on or off. Turning it off allows you to see the 4-color process without the Pantone color, and you can see the little red dye line at the top is a cut line. The system allows you to open multiple files, and as you can see, we can navigate between those files. Here we're in the differences view between these 2 files. If we want to see them toggle back and forth, we'll recognize that the background is staying the same. It's not moving at all, but obviously the products and the pricing is changing. The zoom function is very powerful. If we want to zoom in on detail associated with an area of the proof, we can do so, and in toggle mode we'll see that both the left and the right version is zoomed in, and we can see that the Pabst hasn't moved at all when it toggles back and forth. That text is lined up between the 2 versions precisely. We can use a variety of tools. If we wanted to measure various areas on the proof, we could actually pull out a dimension tool and see what the dimensions are between the art and the bottom of the text. We can pin that down so that it becomes a note that we could open up and essentially collaborate with others on, and provide detailed information about the layout of the file. There's several other tools, including a series of markup tools. You can take an area and mark it up and ask for perhaps color correction in this area, and when doing so you get a log of the various markups. You can see we put the measurement down. We now see the date and time stamped color correction instruction. We have several guides that we can bring to bear on the system, so you can bring guides in and work with them both horizontally and vertically. You can take density readings in different areas of the proof, and it will zoom in and give you a printout of the density, including the Pantone colors. You can link the file and send an email to someone in a particular role and ask them to access and provide information about the file. So you can see there's a lot to the Vproof application. The thing that we are very pleased about is the smooth integration that we have in terms of working within job bags, working within archives. And here we're bringing up an archive with some packaging files in it. We can see all the files, and it recognizes that here's a file that's a PDF file. It will have a talkback with a note area where any comments that are placed on the Vproof file will be shared in a comment log coming back into the file. You'll also see a mark under the file indicating the status that the file has been annotated. The version control system will allow you to look at a file and decide if you want to launch one or more of these versions into the proofing system, and you could click the tool right from the version control, looking at an old version and new version of the file. So that gives you a quick overview of how the Vproof tool has been integrated with the SmartFlo system. Again, you are able to integrate through the gallery as well as through the job board and job bags, and finally from within a particular task that has been assigned, you could open up the job bag, select the file there, and upload either a group of files or individual files into Vproof.